Young and the Restless spoilers reveal the intrigue, secrets, and intense emotions that continue to weave the dramatic story of the Newman family and those around them. Family man Nick Newman cannot sit idly by as his loved ones are thrown into danger. Nick once again proves his fierce loyalty to Sharon Newman, the woman who was his deep love and the mother of his children. After Sharon escapes in a state of shock, she is discovered by Nick at the park. The chaos in Sharon's eyes is a testament to the effects of the PCP she was drugged with in the water. Nick cannot hide his anger when he learns that Jordan was behind the vicious drugging. Jordan's presence in Sharon's life and the Newman family turns out to be anything but simple, and Nick is immediately determined to protect his loved ones from the lurking danger. Nick's anger explodes when he reveals shocking information to Sharon. Jordan is not only dangerous, but also an accomplice of Ian Ward, a name that strikes terror into anyone who hears it. With Ian's history of crime and intrigue, Jordan's appearance turns out to be part of a vicious plan to destroy the lives of Sharon and her family. Mariah and the message for Tessa. Mariah, who has always cared deeply for Sharon, cannot stand aside. After receiving all the information about the relationship between Jordan and Ian Ward, Mariah quickly thinks of Tessa. Although Mariah and Tessa have recently argued, Mariah knows that Sharon's safety is the most important thing right now. Without hesitation, Mariah informs Tessa that Sharon is safe, and at the same time reveals the truth behind Ian's plot. Tessa, who initially wanted to believe that Ian Ward might have changed, is suddenly awakened from her blind faith. As the truth is revealed, Tessa realizes that Mariah was right all along. With a look of remorse in her eyes, Tessa not only apologizes to Mariah but also expresses her gratitude for Mariah always putting the safety of her family above all else. The conversation between the two women is a sweet reconciliation between misunderstandings and arguments. Unexpected ending at the storage house. While the relationships are mended, a new dramatic chapter opens at the storage house, where Jordan is found drinking a cup of poison tea. This scene is not only a turning point in the story but also raises the big question: is this Jordan's final punishment? Or is it just part of a larger plan by the Newman family? The Newman family, who are always willing to do anything to protect what is theirs, seem to care little about Jordan's fate. His death, if it actually happens, will serve as a warning to anyone who dares to touch their family. However, in this world full of intrigue, nothing is certain. Jordan may be dead, but is that the end of this character, or will he return in an unexpected twist? Unanswered questions, the story still leaves many unknowns. The appearance of Ian Ward, through Jordan, may be just the tip of the iceberg. Does Ian have other hidden plans to attack the Newman family? And what will Nick, with his fierce love and loyalty, do to protect Sharon, Mariah, and the people he loves? Meanwhile, Sharon needs time to recover from this horrifying experience. Can she escape the darkness that Ian Ward and Jordan have sown in her life? And where will the relationship between Mariah and Tessa go after these events? The life of the Newman family has always been a series of events, but it is also a testament to solidarity and love that cannot be broken. Secrets continue to be revealed, and each character faces their own challenges. The battle between good and evil, between trust and betrayal, continues. Can the Newman family overcome all to preserve what they love most? Time will tell, but what happens in Genoa City will surely keep the audience glued to their seats. Never a peaceful place, especially for those in the eye of a storm of power, love, and dark intrigue. The Newman family, accustomed to storms, is once again caught in a dangerous whirlpool. This time, the one directly threatened is Sharon Newman, a strong but vulnerable woman, when she becomes a victim of the cruel game of Ian Ward and his accomplice, Jordan. Nick Newman and the journey to rescue Sharon. Nick Newman, in a panic and heartache, rushed out as soon as he received the news of Sharon's disappearance. His old love for her had never completely faded, and above all, Sharon was the mother of his children, an indispensable part of this family. When Nick found Sharon in the park, she was in a state of turmoil. Her eyes were cloudy, her breathing was rapid, and her actions were uncontrolled, clear signs of being drugged. Nick's presence gradually calmed Sharon. He held her tightly, as if to protect her from all the dangers in the world. But inside Nick, anger was boiling. He had heard of Jordan, but he had never expected that this man would dare to drug Sharon, taking advantage of her at her weakest state. This was not only an insult to Sharon but also a challenge to the Newman family. Jordan and the shocking secret. Nick did not hide the information he had just discovered. Jordan was not only the one who drugged Sharon, he was also an accomplice of Ian Ward, the sworn enemy of the Newman family. This information was like a shock to Sharon. Ian Ward, the one who had haunted her, had once again returned, this time through a dangerous accomplice. Sharon was shocked to realize that everything that had just happened was not a coincidence, it was all part of Ian's plan. While Sharon tried to recover physically and mentally, Nick thought about the next step. He knew there was only one way to protect his family: to confront the enemy. Mariah Copeland, Sharon's daughter, could not stand by and watch her mother suffer. When Nick revealed about Ian Ward and Jordan, Mariah immediately understood that this was not only a plot against Sharon, but also a threat to her entire family. As a daughter who always worried about her mother, Mariah quickly made plans to inform those around her, especially Tessa, her lover. Although Mariah and Tessa had recently argued, Mariah knew that she needed to put aside their differences. In her heart, Tessa was still the person she trusted, and more than that, Tessa also needed to know the truth about Ian Ward. "I'm okay," Mariah told Tessa, her voice filled with emotion. "But it's more complicated than that. Ian Ward has never changed, and he's still up to something." Tessa was speechless as she listened to Mariah's words. She feels ashamed that Ian might have changed, that he is no longer the evil man he once was. Tessa admits her mistake and apologizes to Mariah, promising to face whatever comes next with her. Meanwhile, in an abandoned warehouse on the edge of Genoa City, Jordan's fate is coming to an end. After being abandoned by Ian to take responsibility for what happened, Jordan falls into a state of panic. He tries to escape, but no one offers to help. A cup of tea is placed in front of him, and without paying attention, he drinks it. The poison slowly takes effect, and Jordan collapses, his breath fading in the cold darkness of the room. Jordan's death, though brutal, seems to bring a sense of relief to the Newman family. But is this really the end? Ian Ward, the mastermind behind it all, is still at large, and no one knows what his next move will be. As the atmosphere in the Newman household gradually calms down, each member of the family understands that this is just a small chapter in a long battle with their enemies. Sharon, though safe, still struggles with painful memories. She needs time to heal, but most importantly, she is no longer alone. Nick, Mariah, and everyone who loves her will always be by her side, ready to protect her from any danger. Mariah and Tessa, through this incident, understand each other's value even more. Tessa not only expresses her remorse, but also pledges that she will overcome all difficulties with Mariah. Between them, their trust and love are once again reaffirmed. The story in Genoa City never stops. Ian Ward is still at large, and his return will surely cause new turmoil. Can the Newman family find true peace, or will they continue to face the undercurrents of the past? One thing is for sure, they will never back down, because love and unity are the greatest strength of this family. Victor Newman, the patriarch of the Newman family, known for his tight control and authoritative demeanor, is once again challenged. This time it is Nikki Newman, his beloved wife, who dares to conspire behind his back with Claire and Victoria. For Victor, this is not only a betrayal, but also a reckless and risky act. Victor believes that such a secret plot could lead to serious consequences, causing all three women, Nikki, Victoria, and Claire, to face severe punishment from their unforgiving enemies. Angry and disappointed, Victor does not hesitate to criticize Nikki, seeing her actions as a major rift in the trust between the two. Elsewhere, the Abbott family also faces its own problems, but this time in the brotherly relationship between Jack and Billy. Jack Abbott, as the eldest brother, decides to join Billy while his cousins are caught up in their own troubles. Although Billy is intent on getting revenge on Victor, something Jack completely disagrees with, Jack still wants to mend the rift between the two brothers. Billy, ambitious and sometimes impulsive, is not happy with Jack interfering with his plans. He feels Jack's objections are a rejection of his resolve. However, Jack patiently explains that his resistance is only out of concern and love. Jack does not want to see Billy drawn into a spiral of hatred, a spiral that he believes can only bring pain and ruin the future. That's why we need good brothers and sisters, Jack says, hoping that this message will reach Billy. Jack still holds on to the belief that Billy will be better off if he chooses to let go of his hatred and focus on building his life. While Jack tries to persuade him, Billy finds a little light in the form of Sally Spectra. Sally, with her creative nature and passion for her work, shows up just in time to surprise Billy. Sally has carefully prepared the interior design options for Billy's new home, and she doesn't hesitate to show off her work. For Billy, this is not just a project, but a symbol of a new beginning, a chapter in his life that he can explore, despite the troubles and ambitions that weigh on his heart. Sally, with her confidence and optimism, brings a different perspective, making Billy at least consider moving forward. Even if Billy still can't completely give up on his goal of revenge against Victor, Sally's presence helps him feel lighter. She is a reminder that there are still good things in life, worth appreciating. In Friday's episode, viewers can expect to see Billy and Sally celebrate a new chapter together, a rare moment of peace in their otherwise turbulent lives. Amidst internal struggles and troubled relationships, Victor, Nikki, Jack, Billy, and Sally all face big decisions. What will Nikki and Victoria do to deal with Victor's anger? Will Billy take Jack's advice to find a more peaceful path, or will he continue to indulge in his vendetta against Victor? And how will Sally's role in Billy's life evolve? Genoa City continues to be a place of complex relationships, intrigue and loyalty, promising exciting developments ahead. Only time will tell whether any of them will find true peace, and who will face the consequences of their wrong choices. Subscribe to YNR for the latest news on our channel.